Good, wonderful morning, everybody. Papa's having a good day. We went to a park and which looked like a big park on Google Maps. But it ended up being just a small, like a cricket oval. Probably, about the same size as a local backyard cricket sort of oval, not a full-size one. So I'm very disappointed in that. And there was a tractor slasher on it. So we just kept on going, got ourselves a little lost, and then realised we were right next to not that far away from the dog park. So we thought we'll just pop into the dog park. There's no tractor slasher here. Grass is very high. And these guys are enjoying themselves. He says, "This is great, Dad." Because when we got here, there was 2 German Shepherds. And Tikaani was going all out, but puppiness over those German Shepherds. She was jumping and carrying on, having a wacko time. She said, "That was great." Those 2 German Shepherds are now left. And we got the whole park to ourselves. So those German Shepherds weren't here for very long. They were here already. So they'd already done their outing. So we only got to play with them for about 5 minutes. Oh, look at all that long grass. Grass seeds. And we've got the train track right here. Now this train goes to New South Wales. Just over the border. And it's fairly well used. Unfortunately, so this one's used for freight. And on the odd occasion coal, but mostly just for freight. It doesn't get used a huge amount, probably only once or twice a week, probably twice a week it gets used. Enough to keep the track shiny. And the issue is the gauge on it. So in Queensland, the government tried to cheapskate. So what they did is they bought narrow gauge. The advantage of narrow gauge is the timbers in between, now they use metal or concrete, narrower, and when they have to cut into mountains and everything, which they have to do a lot around here because they ran the railway all the way up the Great Dividing Range, so it was very hilly. So what they did is by having a narrow gauge, they don't have to cut such a big and blast such a big gap in the hills. So it was a lot cheaper for them to do that, and they did that all the way into Brisbane. The problem is we're the only ones I think that have narrow gauge. Everybody else in the country has broad gauge. Tasmania might have narrow gauge. I think there is one state or territory that has narrow gauge in some spots, but everybody else is broad gauge. So the problem is when the train comes in from New South Wales or from Victoria, it won't go on our tracks, and they have to lift the carriages off the wheels and put them on the narrow gauge wheels, which is very expensive and very, very time consuming if you can think about it, having to lift all these carriages just because Queensland's got narrow gauge. So the new line that's going in is all the way from Sydney. So it's going to be, this time they've negotiated between New South Wales and Queensland to have the railway, so it's all going to be one gauge finally. and that's going to knock off probably a good half day. And the idea on that is because it knocks off half a day, that they could do high-speed passenger transport instead of planes. How that will work, I do not know, and I guess they don't really know how it's going to work, but that's the idea, is it's supposed to be high speed. So you get to Sydney like 3 or 4 hours, which is about the same speed as what a plane does, but then you've got an hour to get to the airport, which you don't have on the train. Plus travel time, because the train starts in Brisbane, whereas the airport is 45 minutes out from Brisbane. And an expensive taxi ride. There is a train going out to the Brisbane airport, which doesn't get used much. It's about the same price as what the taxi is, and it's a lot slower. So only tourists generally take that. It's very smelly over here, Dad. People have been sitting here with their doggies, and doggies just be walking around. I was a bit worried about coming down here with the mud. That's why I was looking for a different spot. But it's not too bad. Big footprints. It's alright. Good sniffing day out for them. Lots of sniffs. Yeah, happy doggies. Happy doggies. Aren't ya? I'm so happy. They're enjoying themselves. The doggies back in the car. Yeah, no passengers for us except for doggies. They take up the whole space. Unfortunately, the roof lining here is a bit low for their ears. So often their ears are against the back window because of the slope. And here's your train. What do you got? Coal. Say it's coal. Because it's got lids on the top. So I would think iron ore would be open top, and I'm not too sure if iron comes down this way. But that's cool, I reckon. And there's the end. Not a big train. I'll probably halve it somewhere before it comes into town. And that's off to Brisbane. It's got to wind its way all the way down. That's about 6 hours winding down the hill to get to Brisbane. But we're off, so have a good day everybody. I'll see you later.